Well, hey guys, guess what? It is day number 18 of MerMay, and today's prompt for MerMay is, oh, it's reflection. It's been a long day. And thanks to the power of editing, you don't have to watch the 6 times I sketched this before this to get to this final sketch that I was actually happy with. So yeah, I just went ahead and cut all those other ones out. I don't think it's really necessary that you have to see all of my mess ups, but I do think that, it is nice to, let people know that I did mess up like 6 times. There's 6 drawings before this final drawing that I was happy with that I erased. And I was erased so many times, I actually worried that I may have damaged the paper, which I didn't, if you are worried about that. The paper was fine. I didn't have any problems, which is a good thing. I was worried that that would be the next thing, that when I got around to actually putting the paint down, something weird would happen, but yeah, it worked fine. So, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Erica, and I put out art videos, and right now MerMay is going on, so I'm actually doing a video every day for the month of May, and when May is over, I will go back to what I would normally do, which is put out a video every Thursday. So, since I love mermaids, I decided this would be a great challenge to participate in. And if you're participating in MerMay, you can leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know. I'd love to see what you're doing. I actually did my own prompt list this year, and I know we're quite a ways into MerMay, but if you want to go along with my prompt list, feel free to do so. I have 31 days total. I did the full prompt, or the full month. I know some people did a few days, and some people did every other day. People just mixing it up. There's no real set rules to MerMay. And 2 of my fellow YouTube artists are also participating in my list. Harriet at my fan Winia's studio. She is a traditional artist, and she is doing mostly watercolor for her MerMay videos, and she is also reading Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid. She's narrating it in the videos, so if you want to check out her channel and see what she's creating over there, I will leave a link to her channel and her Instagram page in the description part of this video. And also, Tremor's Art is doing the prompt list, and she is a digital artist, and she does YouTube videos as well and has an Instagram page, and they are both doing some really cute mermaids. So if you want to check out some other mermaids, I would definitely suggest going and seeing both of their channels. And like I said, there will be a link in the description below. So originally for this piece, I really wanted to do a mermaid that was looking into a full-length glass mirror, like one of those fancy ones, like from the old Victorian days, or I'm not really good with time frames, but one of those like fancy ones with the big wood, fancy scrolling, and I wanted her to like have found one underneath on the bottom of the ocean and have her looking into it. But like I said, if you're not aware, my time limit's a little bit more limited than I thought it was going to be since I decided to use watercolor. So I wanted to do something a little more simple, and this is what I decided on. And like I said, it ended up taking me a long time anyway, because I did not, I wasn't really happy with the first few sketches that I had come up with. But this one I'm pretty happy with. I do like the way that she turned out. I actually ended up having to take some pictures of myself to try to get a good reference, because that was my main problem, was I wasn't using a reference, and I was really trying to make her look right, and I just could not make her look right. And then, yeah, when I finally decided to just, take a few pictures and work it out from there, then I did end up with this piece, and I'm pretty happy with this one. The tail took me a little bit of a few moving it around, but I did finally get that how I liked it as well. I did decide that since I liked the way the white pearls turned out so much yesterday, I wanted to try and go ahead and do some pearls again today, but I wanted to do black pearls. So I went ahead and used the green pearl from Coliro, and I used the Payne's gray for the coloring of the pearls instead of using the blue and the pink to color the pearl. So I went ahead and just filled all the pearls in with Payne's gray, and then I went over them with the Coliro green metallic, and I also used the white jelly roll, and just to give them little highlights, where I thought they might shine. But I went ahead and outlined them in black since, I was trying to make them look a little bit darker than the other ones. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with the way they turned out on this one, too. So I really like the pearlescent pearl from the Coliro. I mean, honestly, I really love all of those metallic watercolors that they do. I haven't used one yet that I didn't like. I might use some more than others, but I'm always happy with the outcome of all of them. And I did decide to go ahead and fill up some of the little trays that I had with the watercolors. I had kind of put that off at first because I wasn't sure if I was going to like the watercolors or if they were going to work well for me. But they work pretty good, and I figure I might as well go ahead and make that palette kind of full up of at least the colors that I use a lot. I have more colors than what I actually have little tins for, so I can't put all of the colors that I have into one of those things unless, of course, I got another palette, but I don't use all of them all the time, so I figured if any of them, if I needed to use one of the other colors, I can just squeeze a little bit out of the tube at some point. But those colors there are definitely the ones I use the most, so like the blue and that really kind of pinky red color. So yeah, I started in the Payne's gray, of course, I use a lot of that. And I will say I really do love using the watercolor, and I'm getting a lot more comfortable with mixing skin tones as well. That was kind of a struggle in the beginning for me, trying to figure out exactly what I was doing wrong when I was trying to mix skin tones, but I did watch a couple of videos and have gotten a little bit more comfortable. I'm still not quite there yet, but it's getting a little bit better doing that, and yeah. Of course, I try not to worry too much about how it turns out, because it doesn't always turn out on the paper like it looks in my head, but it's getting transferred to a coloring book, so the colors that are in there really aren't that big of a deal. It, it's not going to be what goes out there anyway, so I try not to let it bother me too much when things aren't exactly the way I wanted them to turn out. I will say that is one thing that I do like about the markers, is that I feel like I have more control over them. Of course, in the beginning, I can't say that I probably felt that way because I did struggle with the markers too when I first started using them, but I've been using those for probably a little bit over a year now, maybe close to 2 years now, so yeah, I have definitely am in more of a comfort zone with those, so this has been a definite challenge getting used to working with the watercolors. Although I will say I am a little bit scared for tomorrow's prompt, because tomorrow's prompt is Harley Davidson. And really what I wanted to do for that prompt, I can't really change it without it I mean, there's not a lot I feel like I can do. So tomorrow's is probably going to be a little bit more detailed, and it's probably going to take longer than the rest of them have, but I can't really see any way to simplify it. So hopefully I will actually be able to get tomorrow's painting done tomorrow and get the video out the next day like I have consistently been doing. But I say if something's going to slow me down, it may be tomorrow's video. Or tomorrow's piece of art, I guess I should say. And there's a frog. Oh, and there he goes. He was talking for a minute. So it rained today. It rained almost all day. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that already. That usually makes the frogs pretty happy around here. It makes the millipedes not so happy around here. They start to come out of the ground when it rains every summer in Florida. Whenever it starts to rain, millipedes come up, and they are everywhere. And they don't bother me. Like, I'm not scared of them. They're slow moving. They don't bite or anything like that. Although they do secrete some kind of acid, and if they touch your skin, it does leave a burn. So it's not something that like hurts when it's happening, but it's left over. Like, there's a burn there later. So they have a very mild form of protection of some sort. And of course, last year when we were into rainy season pretty good, I had issues with the sugar ants. They love that watercolor water. They love the metallic watercolor and the Kiritaki watercolor. And yeah, they were everywhere. So luckily, fingers crossed, hopefully, I won't have any issues with them this summer. Of course, they're everywhere though. And once it starts to rain, they just get into everything. It's like, where are you even coming from? I mean, they are just sugar ants. They don't really hurt anything, and they don't bite. And they're in the water. I feel bad when they die, and I feel bad if I accidentally kill one. So I'd rather they just weren't around. But sometimes they are. So, got a deal. Of all the bugs that could be running around, that's definitely one of the better ones, I think, that could be invading. So I'm okay with that. But alright, I want to thank everybody so much for watching today's video, and I want to give a big thanks to all of my subscribers. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you guys so much. And I hope everybody has a great evening, or morning, or day, and I will talk to everybody in tomorrow's video. Alright, love you guys. Bye!